It was a death shrouded in mystery, deception, and the dark arts. A night when one of history's most infamous figures met a violent end. Rasputin, the mystic monk who held the Russian royal family in his grasp, was poisoned, shot, beaten, and drowned. But why was Grigori Rasputin so feared that a group of nobles would go to such lengths to kill him? And did he really have the power to cheat death? Stay tuned as we unravel the chilling tale of Russia's mad monk and his untimely demise. Grigori Rasputin was born in a small Siberian village in 1869, far from the opulence of St. Petersburg. A peasant with a rough upbringing, Rasputin claimed to have mystical powers, gaining a reputation as a healer and a holy man. But it was his arrival at the Russian court that would change his fate, and that of an empire forever. Rasputin quickly became a trusted advisor to Tsarina Alexandra, allegedly healing her son Alexei, who suffered from haemophilia. But his growing influence sparked rumors, scandals, and hatred, making him one of the most despised figures in Russia. Rasputin's sway over the Romanovs grew as World War I plunged Russia into chaos. He was rumored to have the Tsarina's ear on matters of state, leading to whispers of treason and betrayal. The so-called mad monk indulged in a life of excess, alcohol, women, and debauchery. Tales of Rasputin's wild orgies and his alleged control over the Tsar's decisions outraged the nobility and common folk alike. His enemies painted him as a corrupt manipulator, a puppet master, pulling the strings of Russia's last royal family. But was Rasputin truly the sinister figure they claimed, or merely a scapegoat for a crumbling empire? By late 1916, a group of nobles, led by Prince Felix Yusupov, believed Rasputin's influence had to be stopped, at any cost. They hatched a plot to lure Rasputin to Yusupov's palace under the guise of a late-night rendezvous. Rasputin arrived expecting wine and conversation, but the night would end in betrayal. The conspirators poisoned his wine and cakes with cyanide, enough to end several men, but Rasputin kept eating, drinking, and laughing, seemingly unaffected by the poison. What happened next has baffled historians and fueled legends for over a century. When the poison failed, Yusupov and his co-conspirators resorted to guns. Rasputin was shot at close range, yet he staggered up, attempting to escape into the snowy courtyard. He was shot again, beaten, and finally thrown into the freezing Neva River, bound and still struggling. When his body was pulled from the river days later, the autopsy suggested he may have still been alive when he hit the water. Rasputin's final exit seemed as unexplainable as his life, sparking rumors of dark magic and supernatural resilience. Rasputin's demise did little to save the Romanovs. Within months, the Russian Revolution erupted, ending the centuries-old dynasty and plunging the nation into turmoil. Rasputin's murder became a symbol of the desperation and decadence of the last days of Imperial Russia. Today, Rasputin remains a figure of fascination, seen as a prophet, a villain, and a mystic whose life and death are still shrouded in myth. Was he really a puppet master, or just a man in the wrong place at the wrong time? Over a century later, the murder of Rasputin continues to captivate and mystify. His story is told in books, films, and countless theories, but the truth remains elusive. Rasputin was a man of contradictions, both reviled and revered, a healer and a sinner, whose life was as controversial as his death was gruesome. The mystery of Russia's mad monk endures, a dark chapter in history that refuses to close. Want to delve deeper into the dark secrets of the past? Subscribe to Time's Dark Mysteries, hit that like button, and tell us in the comments, what do you believe really happened on the night Rasputin was murdered?